Hi guys, this is Sabrina here. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to kind of do my makeup, and then I wanted to discuss the assassination of Charlie Kirk. My video is not really going to be political. This is mostly because I don't feel like posting normally when this week has been like hell, and it's just I've been so depressed and traumatized that I'm sure you guys can understand. By the way, by me doing my makeup, it doesn't mean that I'm minimizing the horror that has occurred this week. In no way, shape, or form. I'm doing it just because I just wanted to relax, and doing my makeup does just that. I wanted to try out this Maria Phillips palette. I don't usually do underpainting. It's not a technique that I've always used, and especially on the daily. I don't know why, because I think some cream products emphasize my pores, and yeah, so I did play with it with the colors, and this is the lightest shade range, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll be using her brush that I don't think it's very necessary, but I just bought it because I wanted to try it with her brush. So I'm going to be using contour 1, which is the lightest shade, to contour, and I'm gonna just do that. I'm going to be using a tint on top, so I want to make sure that I'm actually marking very well, otherwise you can't see anything. See? And actually I want to drag it a little bit to make that contour effect, at least for my face, because my face is very rounded. Okay, so let's talk about what happened and how I found out, because I want to discuss how I'm feeling about it. So basically, my husband is the one that texted me. I was at work, and at work normally I cannot really look at my phone unless I'm on break. So basically, my husband texted me and said Charlie Clark has been shot, and of course we didn't know that he had died at that point. It was reported later on, and I have to say, my husband watches him more regularly. I don't really watch him, but I've heard of him. My husband does watch a lot of debates. He's not very politically inclined, but he finds these debates entertaining, these political discussions, but actually he hardly votes. So he's not very political inclined, but he does like to watch these videos. They're very entertaining, fun to watch, right? And basically, he was very upset actually, because of course it is traumatizing. He had watched the video, so that's how I felt, and I ended up watching it too. I wouldn't say not willingly. I didn't know that he was gonna get shot when I opened the video. It's my fault that I kind of watched it, but at the same time I didn't think it was gonna be that gruesome. I didn't know that he was shot on the neck, and as soon as I saw it, I immediately had a deja vu with how I felt when my son was diagnosed. As you guys know, unless you if you watch my oldest videos in which I did address my son was diagnosed with cancer, so at the age of 2. So when he was diagnosed, I had the feeling of the disease revealing itself at the hospital. It was hiding inside of him, so I had like a sensation of the devil revealed its true colors, like he revealed itself. It was hiding inside of him, it was killing him silently, but then he revealed itself, and you want the devil to reveal itself, to know that it's there. And the devil's work was occurring. I do picture cancer as the devil's work. Cancer is a form of the devil's work. It does kill you from the inside, not just your body, but he wants to possess your spirit. So yeah, so for me it was very heartbreaking to see that video. And of course it's not minimally comparable. My son is alive. He is going through treatment. There is hope. As long as there's treatment, there's hope. Charlie died. He was killed. So there was no hope for him. I cried for days because I realized I saw the devil's work again. I saw the devil's work and I just didn't want to see it again. I didn't want to see the devil again. I have to say, I don't really care that he's a political figure, but I was hesitant to speak about it on this video, but I didn't feel like going back to, like I said, to my normal routine without addressing it. No matter if I had 1 subscriber or a million subscribers, I feel I have the duty to address it, just because it looks weird that to post about this type of content that's very, very light. There's nothing really deep about it, and then something terrible had happened just a couple days before. By the way, I'm still using that contour shade. It's taking forever. If this is meant to be an expedited routine, it's not. It's a lot of work. Anyway, so okay. So I'm gonna use this for my contour, even though I wanted to use it for. So yeah. So now, what I wanted to say is, my son's diagnosis changed my belief system completely and the priorities in life. Okay, I really don't care about many things. Burdened by reality. I don't live in illusions and fantasy. I live in truth. I need to know the truth, because the truth saved my son, and is still currently working to save my son. I cannot live in illusions and delusions. I cannot live in that world, in fantasy land. I have to live in reality. So the reality is, this man was killed for his political views. And no matter how you feel about it, this is horrendous. And it is something, a shame that everyone is bringing on their shoulder. I feel so ashamed that this has happened here in this country, in the United States. And the same way I felt ashamed for that Ukrainian refugee that was killed while going back home from work. I feel ashamed because, I'm a foreigner in a sense. I was a U.S. citizen born abroad. And basically, I came when I was 18. So I felt really a fish out of water. It was not my environment. I had a language barrier too. I didn't speak much of English yet at the time. So I like I said, I felt kind of, this was not my world. I felt uncomfortable because I couldn't communicate or express myself well. So I was taken advantage of. I was naive, because I couldn't understand, made fun of, So the same way I feel more responsibility to take care of our foreigners, because they're in a new land, they have to adapt, and they need our guidance because this is our homeland. So I feel a sense of responsibility. And when people are killed, these people that come from other countries and they're here as refugees, as asylum, they're here with student visas, whatever they are, you feel responsible for them to protect them, okay? And then that happens and you feel horrible. And I just, oh my God, that was a horrible view of that event. The same way you feel responsible to protect individuals that are in the political realm and they're trying to express themselves. You want to be active in politics. You want to be participant. You don't want to be kind of away from society. You want to protect that aspect of life. You want people to engage. These type of conversations are useful. What he was practicing was useful. The debate, it was all useful. And now everyone is freaking scared because of what happened. It's just so negative, and it's so it is so wrong. It is so wrong. And honestly, I feel ashamed that this happened here. That someone was told basically to shut up and, okay, I don't want to hear you talk anymore about this. We don't believe what you believe, and you just have to shut up, because they couldn't really debate him. I guess they never had the courage to actually debate him. And you could debate it, you open debate, so I don't understand. And what's more shameful is everyone else, not everyone else, not some people, many people, celebrating and not feeling empathy, not feeling that, you know, not feeling anything for what happened for that human being. It was first a human being more than a political activist. He was a father, he was a husband. The first thing that I looked up was how many kids he had, ages. If he had kids, I remembered he had kids, but I didn't remember the ages. And I was devastated when I heard that about the ages. I'm not sure if they were present. There's some rumors. They say they were present, or at least one child. I don't even want to think about that part. Yeah. You guys believe it? She was possibly there. His wife and his daughter. That killed me. That killed me. But seeing people celebrating that, it is so shameful. I'm so ashamed. I don't know what word to use for these people that are celebrating. And also what bothers me, it's not just the people that are celebrating, it's also the people that are saying, okay, I didn't agree with him, I don't want anything to do with him, but he didn't deserve to die. What the heck is that? Like, no one wants to know if you agree with him. What are you afraid of? To be aligned with him? Because you're afraid that people are gonna come and get you because you're offering your condolences? Just offer your condolences and be quiet. Political assassinations, by definitions, have always caused, it's kind of funny that I'm using these words, a turning point in history. The first thing you're looking at when you're looking at someone that's committed a crime such as this, you look at the political affiliation. So when you're looking at a political affiliation, it's because you don't want to be associated with that person, and you start distancing yourself. So there's no question that this event is a turning point for the conservative movement. These events, these terrible tragedies, in politics, they bring two outcomes: the demise and the undermining of the cause of one party, and the reinforcement and the rise of the other opposing party. This has always occurred in history, and so I believe that this tragedy is not going to cause unity. It's going to cause more division. There's supposed to be a balance in the government. It's supposed to be a balance in the executive branch, in the judicial branch, and in the legislative branch. But unfortunately, there cannot be a balance because there is no unity and there's no compromise. So that's because of these events. These events kind of kill the unity. They kill the conversation. No one wants to converse with people that are celebrating someone's dying in front of possibly his family. Who would want to unite with that? No one. That's what I'm saying. What type of unity people are calling? You don't want to unite with that. No one wants. So even the many people from the Democrat Party that of course they're condemning, and they don't want to unite with that. They're feeling ashamed. They're feeling like their cause is being tainted. A little bit of the corrector here. I don't need much correction, honestly. Just a little bit here. Okay. Oh my god, this video is gonna last forever. Okay, and then I'm going to use the concealer. Okay, if this is supposed to expedite anything, I'm repeating myself, but it's not really expediting anything, just so you know. It's just a lot. This type of indifference, I kind of, and also attack, I always feel it when towards, me personally, I feel it towards criminals that kill animals or kill children. Oh my God. If you touch a child or if you touch an animal, oh my God, I go crazy. And honestly, I wish them to get the death penalty. So that type of sentiment is equal to the sentiment I'm seeing online against him. But he was not representing of that. He was not a criminal. He was not a criminal. He was just a political activist. He was just expressing words. He was just expressing words and fighting for his cause. Everyone has the right to do that. Period. So some people are more successful than others. I guess he was very successful. Otherwise, why would they bother killing him? I don't understand. It's just, it is bewildering. Is that you say the word? It is extremely disturbing. I cannot get over how people are celebrating. I just, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. The hell, I can't. People are crazy. Like, this is not normal. This is not normal. I lost a little bit of the bronze. You see? Wow. Do you see the difference? It's crazy how a little bit of darkness and shading does to your eye. It's amazing. This powder from La Mer, oh, that's discontinued, but I have it. It was expensive. And I want to use it. I want to use it. Oh, Jesus. It's so messy though. That's cool. Do you see all the powder? This is from Cash Beauty. Okay. Okay, here it is. That was a sweating mess. That was a sweated makeup. Came out pretty good. I'm sorry, I'm adjusting my hair. Jesus. Okay. What do you guys think? Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for the length of the video. I just wanted to talk through it about what has happened. I'm not ashamed to say, like I said, I wanted to address it because it just it has been bothering me for this week, and it's been very difficult because again, I'm relieving traumas which have nothing to do with it. I'm not comparing in any way, but it's just that negative feeling. And as I stated, the devil's work has reappeared before my eyes again. It's like I recognize the devil on video, like what I remember seeing my son suffering, and basically when it was revealed itself to me, the disease he had, because he was diagnosed with leukemia, the petechiae, so all these blood stains on and dots on his skin came and were visible all over his body when he started screaming. That's the same feeling that I felt when I watched that video. Like, I'm watching the devil's work. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And please pray for his family. They didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve this. And pray that they will get through this. Okay? Thank you so much again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.